Okay, hello guys. How are you? Hopefully you guys can see me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch if you guys are following along here. I did not put out a notification for this, so there may not be anybody watching. That's okay too. All right. I am going to be working on a new art piece today, and I just felt good enough to do it today, so I am doing it. Okay. I have been basically just putting this off and putting it off and putting it off until I said, finally, no more. I have to do this. Okay. So I'm just trying to check and see if I'm actually live, you guys. Give me just a minute. Let me know if you can hear the music in the background too, if you're watching. And if you can, cool. If you like it, let me know. Okay. Facebook seems to be having some issues, so hold on just a second on that. Let's see if we can get it. Okay. Well, if you're on Facebook, it may or may not be going through. Okay. Looks like I am live, though, on Twitch and YouTube. All right. I really love this calming music. This is just like their standard stock music. It's actually super chill and soothing, and I just have myself a little glass of actually wine and diet ginger ale, just chilling. Gonna do some art. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ah, ACL IRL. Hello. There we go. So I know I'm live on Twitch. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. And I know as I start going here that people will just start popping in and out and everything like that. So as always, just as you know, guys, when you're popping onto a live stream, say hello when you can. Let me know what you're up to tonight, what's going on. Happy New Year. Um, have you done anything fun yet for the new year? Just tell me, talk to me, let me know what's up. Okay. Let me know that you're there. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over. I'm just going to get started here. I'm going to switch my camera so you guys can see what I'll be working on today. Here we go. All right. So this is a painting and it's going to be a painting. It's not there yet. See, obviously I have my blank canvas just to let you know what I've done so far. I took a picture, this gorgeous picture of my beloved Sasha Sue puppy dog, and I blew it up to fit the canvas size. As you can see, I've got it taped together. And then I've got some transfer paper hooked up behind it, and I'm going to start outlining this. And I want to put in as much detail as I can. I like to show this part because not a lot of artists show this. They always show like the pencil outline as if, and you just assume that they hand drew it, but they probably didn't. They probably traced it. So, anyways, let me change my little graphics or my caption because we are live now. All right, cool. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna, now what I recommend when you do, if you're doing a picture photo where you're tracing something that you're then gonna put, onto canvas as, with acrylics or oils or whatever you're using, watercolor, I don't know, pencils, markers. there could be a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Who knows what I'm going to be using? um, but basically, I recommend that you use a colored pencil for different sections of the drawing because then you can tell where you've outlined and what you haven't outlined. And notice I didn't tape it down here at the bottom because I am just going to be, like, I want to be able to lift it up and kind of see what kind of image I'm getting on here. So, but like I said, I've been wanting to do this picture for a couple years now. So see, don't give up on your dreams. One day you'll actually do it, okay, if you just keep going for stuff. All right, so I'm going to get a colored pencil here that I think might show up a little bit. Oh, sorry, my arm's in the camera. So I'm just going to grab one. You don't need them to be super, super sharp. Basically, here, let me show you guys an example of what I'm going to be doing here. So I'm going to do the outline of her face just a little bit here, her head. All right, and I just want to make sure I use this to get some really good dimensions. So just do a tester and see. Oh, nope, it didn't come out. Oh, wait, do I have this paper on backwards? I might have it on backwards. I do that sometimes. Do you ever do that, you guys? Sometimes I do, or sometimes I just didn't push hard enough. So we're going to try it again. Color it in here. Okay, so it's faint. Very, very, very faint. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yep, pretty sure I've got the paper on backwards. So see, lesson learned. All right, so I'm going to peel this off, and now I'm going to show you how to fix that. And I'm going to test it this time. See, when you're starting new fun stuff, it's all just like one big experiment in life after the next. And let's see. If I take a piece of blank paper and just test this really quickly, I'll know if I did it the wrong way. Sometimes it's really hard to tell on these. No, it's on the right way. Huh, I must not be pushing hard enough. Okay. All right, cool. Make sure. Yep, okay, just not pushing hard enough. All right, well, good. At least I don't have to, like, completely take everything off of this. As you can see, I've got the paper tape down here. But then I also have extra pieces where I can take it and line it up onto the canvas here. And have it stay on there as well. So see, these are going onto the canvas itself. Okay. So now we're going to push even harder and maybe even like sharpen a pencil. Sometimes that can help. Sorry if that's loud. So to do the tracing and stuff, you guys don't have to do super fancy pencils, but these are Prismacolor pencils. I really love them. They're really awesome, and if you get any on your canvas, it's okay. You can just paint over it. There we go. All right, that's coming out a little better. I'm just going to have to push really hard, it looks like. All right. So things I'm going to like highlight in here, other than just the outline of her face, I'm also going to come in and do some outlines of basically the shadows around her eyes and the details and stuff like that. So I'll start putting that in just a little bit. I just want to make sure we get a good and maybe I even need to switch to like a pen or something, to make sure this pushes down super hard. See, now that pushed down a lot easier. So interesting. I've also found tracing to be easier on a canvas panel than it is on a canvas stretch canvas because there's less give. But you know, try not to poke through your canvas when you're doing this. All right, I'm gonna come around. Now down here, there is her chin right through here, but then she's got a bunch of ice on the bottom of her chin that I'll come back and like kind of notate later. So on her chin goes all the way over here. And it's kind of hard to see because, you know, this picture is so dark. She was a Rottweiler, and she was one of my best puppies, and I miss her a lot. But yeah, she was the best, y'all. She was awesome. Okay, there we go. So see, this is the ice is hiding this right here, this part of her shoulder. So I'm gonna like put that in there and just get a really good. Gonna get as much detail with this drawing as I possibly can. Somebody said, ACL says, what's the difference between stretched and panel canvases? Okay, so stretched canvas is when they take wood frame like this in the background and they literally stretch it around the wood frame and attach it around the back. And a canvas panel or a canvas board is, here I have one here where they take canvas and literally just attach it to a board. See, there's no thickness. Good question though, thanks. And why, so of course the board is sturdier, it's going to have like a little more solid surface, but some people prefer stretch canvas because it makes things look a little more elegant or, whatever. Can just give the painting or the drawing or whatever a little more class, I guess. I don't know though. Some of the canvas panels is you can frame them too. You can frame both. It really just depends on what your preference is. And I did not have a 12 by 12 canvas panel, so I just went with my stretch canvas on this for now, honestly. So I might do this one again. This is a first attempt on this one. Who knows how many times I might actually try it, once I give it a go first time, and kind of work out whatever I'm going to work out with it. So, all right, so I'm going to give a general shape here around the edges because there's going to be light in the back, light gray background areas and stuff. This painting was taken at my home when I used to live in Virginia, and it was obviously snowing that day. And she came up going, let me in. And she had all she had been digging through all the snow, like literally like jumping like a deer in snow, and it was like super cute. So it's a really good memory for me. Okay, so we've got a general shape going on here. You can also, like if you just get a light guideline here, you can come back in with some pencils or something like that too, if you need to darken it up for yourself. But I'm just going to get the main shapes down. So let's go for this eye. I want to be like pretty specific about this eye shape. That's going to like kind of stand out a lot. Let's see, that just created her nose right here, going down through there. And let's see. It's going to help me with dimensions and all that fun stuff too. Okay, so getting in some of this eye detail. And I know a lot of people will like darken a section too if it's like really, really deep, dark black, your choice on doing any of that stuff. You can choose. And of course, I'll be referencing this photo as much as I can. Okay. I'm going to get a sharper pencil. Ah, it got stuck. There we go. Sorry if that's loud. Okay. All right. I want to like highlight, after I do this eye and stuff, I'm going to notice like there's some, just to point out here, like there's some shadowing going on through here. I'm going to highlight some of that to where it kind of like, okay, this is just like a dark area around her nose. It's going to like pop out. Because otherwise, with a Rottweiler especially, it's just going to look like a bunch of gray or a bunch of black, on the canvas if we don't like really define some of these areas and shades and stuff. So I'm going to mark those as I go along too. There's kind of like a little crease up here that gets darkened. She kind of had this really awesome little kind of clear definition of a forehead that like was super kissable. I used to kiss her right here all the time. And so it's really great. She's had this great little curve right through here that was really defined and stuff. And it's hard to see in the photo, but it was really cute. So I'm going to put that in there for her. Someone has spammed the link. That's always awesome. Thanks, guys. Hey, at least somebody's watching. Cool. Okay. I'm going to do some details on the fur up here. And again, we're just getting in some of these dark spots. I'm just coloring this stuff in so I know kind of where I'm going to put those when I go to color them in. I'm just going to color right over top of it. So that's going to be, see, there's just little indications coming through. Awesome. Okay. Little wrinkles and just some characteristics of her nose coming through, and I'm putting that in here. So, all right, let's make sure we get a good definition of this eye over here. This one's got a lot more detail to it than the other one. Okay. And now I am not usually a portrait type artist, so this is definitely my first time doing some of these things. I've just kind of seen what other people do with some of this. So, I know there's going to be like some stuff that I'm going to do right. There's going to be some stuff that I do wrong. I would say wrong. There's no right. There's no right or wrong in art, right? But like things I'm sure that could be done with little better techniques or something like that. I am not worried about that right now. All I want to do is just make sure we get this going as best we can. And I'm just putting out some stuff that's going to really help me once I get to the acrylic part of it. Just clarifying or defining these areas of darkness. And probably what I'll do is I'll start with the lightest areas once I get to the acrylic paint. So that's why I'm doing the darker ones, on the pencil. Kind of like giving the direction of her fur. Like, what is it doing type thing. Okay. And some of this you may not be able to see on camera, of course, probably. Probably can't. And that's okay. Just going to put in some nice shadowing around there. Okay. So now, let's see, over here, see, there's some definite shadowing going on all the way up through here that I'm going to like be coloring in with the acrylics, giving shape and character to the patterns, to the pattern of her face. This is just going to tell me that I need to make it a lot darker in these areas. Okay. Some of the other areas, like the off, the in-between areas are going to be lighter gray or whatever they're going to be, It's going to be a whole lot of texture going on. And I'm probably going to have to layer it, do several layers. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I don't want to go, let's see. I'll have to do an indication of these brown spots too. Her brown spots, her little brown patches. They were so cute. So that'll just be a matter of treating that as a lighter spot, but just with a different color. Maybe like a warm. I have some 12 shades of gray over here. So I'm going to use some of that stuff to go in here a little bit, I think. So right underneath this, though, her pattern changes. That's so cool looking. It actually, the fur starts kind of going up like this. Just totally changes direction right through here. Kind of gets a little wonky up in here on that side. Okay. Look at this. Okay, so her chin actually comes up here. See, I went straight with that, but that's actually, this is going to go curved like that because that's the bottom of her jawline. Back through there. It goes into her neck. There we go. That gives better definition right there of her face. And then once again, I'm just gonna like keep highlighting these really dark spots over here. And if the drawing on the canvas isn't perfect, this is just a guide. This is not the end of everything, of the painting. This is the beginning, the very, very first step. And I'm going to use this photo as a reference too. I'll come back to it and, be able to tell different shades, test the shades, and stuff like that. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, there we go. Just a rough draft of where things should be going. Cool. That's already giving a lot of shape. You may not be able to see it in the camera as well here, but you can definitely tell from my point of view that this is already a doggy face. It's a dog. I love dogs. Okay. All right. Now, another thing I do sometimes too is I'll use a different color when I want to do different areas or different colors in the picture so that I know I can tell what I've gotten to and what I haven't. I'm not quite there yet though. So I'm still using the same color to get in all these darks, these dark patches. There's a lot more in here than you think. It's crazy. Okay. Ooh, I think that's a little dark here too. It's almost like I'm coloring the the photo. Okay. Oh, take a quick little break. All right, I might pause in just a little bit to see if I can get Facebook to work again. Not sure why. And you gotta give yourself a chance to like stand back away from stuff too. See what you've done or what you need to update. All right. Yeah, before I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sharpen this one more time. Ah, there we go. And then stick that over there. And then finish up the nose detail because that'll give me a lot more definition. And I can fill all these other areas in a little bit more. Okay, so nose detail. Oh yeah, that's going to be really dark right through there. There's going to be this line. It goes down here. Of course, the clearer the picture you have, the better. And this is actually a really good picture, but because she's so dark in so many places, it's kind of hard to tell some of them. Some of what I'm accenting here. So I might have to like kind of adjust some of it as I go along once I start painting. And that's okay. Some little nuances to her nose there. Like that. What if I'm a puppy breathing? Okay. My husband says we're adjusting things as we go, guys. Yeah, it won't let me do that, I realized. I don't know. It's the restream system that I'm using. So might have to use another system. But yeah. So Okay, I don't know if I can pull this away from my face anymore, actually, but I can put it up like that. Maybe that helps a little bit, so then I'm not like mouth breathing into the microphone. You guys. Okay. Oh, there's your little mouth. She's got some big old jowls going on down here, like this. And let's see. Got some color going on. Oh, and that might be fur hanging down, so I might have to adjust this. See, you can go. Guess what, guys? You can adjust as you go along. Sometimes you can't see everything at first. You see whiskers or you see this or that or whatever, and you just gotta go with it. Okay? Adjust and move on. Okay. Now, let's see. She's got a little more definition to her mouth coming down through here. Oh, and of course, it doesn't always help that the snow is on her face is covering up some of her normal features, right? So I'm kind of just making do on this a little bit, on some of it, and that's okay. Got a little shadow going on there. And now you can probably hear my dog panting in the background. Shadowing fur, there we go. All right, let's see how that looks now. Oh, that looks so cute. That's pretty good. We got some jowls going on down there. They need a little more definition. Let's see. Just little fur patches, basically, is what we need down here. Patterns from her fur. Okay, let's see if that gave enough definition. Yeah, that definitely helps. Got a little bit down there. Okay. That keeps coming undone. All right. And now most of this down here is pretty black. There's I can add in some shading right through here. But here's a collar. It kind of goes off the page. And here's another collar, or the other end of it. And it just dips down where we can't see it. So I'm gonna put that in there. Okay. All right. Darker right through here a little bit. darker right around the collar area. And some darker going this way. Again, right around the collar, right underneath that chin is going to be darker. This underneath the ice is going to be darker, for sure. All right. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so you can also take, and just kind of connect a little bit here and there. You fill that in with there's like a few little missing spots and stuff like that. And I think other than that, let's see. I can indicate where this chair or railing or table or whatever it was outside is. Our table, I think, was back here. It's just right in there. And that's kind of be our background. And I'll have to come back in with snow and like whiskers and things like that. I mean, I can put them in now, but do them super. There's like super crazy thin whiskers coming off of her right here. And some of them even have little snow on them. And little snowy patches right through there. Little ice crystals that got all over her nose. It's so cute. Oh, and her chin. We can't forget her beard of ice crystals. They were all down here. Like actually went across through here. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think that's a good start. One last thing. Yeah, I think that'll be awesome. Okay, I'm going to take a pause, see why it's not live streaming to Facebook, and I'll be back.